Hi, good people. Tyrus here. Please do not let people think you do not belong in those tables or in those rooms that you think the high and mighty control. The smartest people are supposed to be there. It's something I've observed, and especially when talking to a lot of guys who are growing up in the career world, where let's say you went to a school that is not prestigious, or you have grown up in a life of want and you've not been exposed to a lot of these high places, interactions with big people, CEOs, CFOs, those big titles that scare you, politicians and everybody. And usually what happens is that you look down on yourself. But I can tell you my observation in the many years I've been in the corporate world, a lot of these people that you think are big, that they are smarter than you, that they are so accomplished that you do not even deserve to touch a piece of their garment, or if you're in their presence, you're in awe, you freeze. A lot of these people are just ordinary people. The only difference between them and you is primarily exposure. And Barack Obama usually brings it out in a lot of his interviews where he gives his life history in terms of the way a child of an immigrant from Kenya, um, being raised by a foster parent, the whole journey in Chicago, Hawaii, it's called what? Yani his whole journey all the way up to Senate until he became president. And one of the core things he kept on saying is that every time he walked into these big rooms with senators, with congress people, with world leaders, he used to fear them big time until he sat down in these particular tables and started having conversations with them, only to realize they're just normal people. And you will be surprised, majority of them are even of lower IQ or emotional intelligence than you. So, my good people, and especially the guys who are joining the career world, it's extremely important for you to believe in yourself. Believe in, they say fake it until you make it. I'm not saying that you fake it per se, but just believe that little thing that you think you have or is good enough to allow you to sit in these tables. Because, my friends, let me tell you, this world rewards people with confidence. Sometimes it's not intellect, it's not money, but confidence. That's number one. Number two, the confidence also to show up, the confidence also to be persistent despite the many rejections that you'll get. And I always equate this when you're dating. How many rejections did you get before you landed onto your girlfriend or to your wife? How many ridicule moments did you go through in your dating life? Um, how many times did you think that you're not good enough for this particular person until you showed up and they melted? The same experience you have in the dating world is typically the same experience you have even in the business world, the networking world. When you start going for these networking dinners, cocktails, you start going to banks, and sometimes I always say this: some simple experiments. Just go to your bank and go to the customer care and demand to talk to the manager. Do you know you have that ability even if you opened your account yesterday and it has 10 bob? Just go there with a lot of confidence and demand to see the branch manager that you want to discuss something around your account. Those small acts of bravado or bravery, that is how you start getting um, this fear of being inadequate melt away. And when you enter into that room, just wanted to say hi to the branch manager, have a chat, ask about the various products they have, ask the manager either to propose a particular account or not, then walk away with confidence. The following day, go to another office, a public office, just demand to see whoever is in charge. You start creating confidence. And then is when you realize that these people, even the places that you send CVs, because sometimes I even talk to these youngsters who are applying for jobs and all that. You send a CV, you ask somebody to follow up with a call. They're so afraid. They can't pick up a call and just call to ask, hey, I sent out my CV. Did you guys receive it? Or I would want maybe to have a chat with the operations manager or whoever the position that you are looking for. Because I can tell you, even from my own experience, a lot of people who have employed or people who have really gotten to work with very well were people who got the courage to send out, let's say, an application, follow through that particular application, and were very persistent in terms of getting a meeting or getting audience or just showcasing whatever they have. And majority of times, it's so hard to say no to these kind of characters. And as long as you show confidence that is backed up by real expertise, and everybody has something that they are good at. And I think the key here is just to identify that thing that you're good at. And once you identify that thing that you're good at, then move. And I can tell you, a lot of these celebrities that you see around, a lot of these musicians, a lot of these big guys in corporate world, driving big cars, um, living in very good homes and all that, the difference between them and you is just confidence and self-belief in their abilities to be able to deliver what others might even deliver better, but they have the confidence and the bravado to just show up, express what they want, and leave you to make the judgments. So, as we go through this restful period, what I would ask you is to just dig deeper into you, know what is that one thing that you're good at, know the 6 people you need to be able to achieve what you're looking for, and create a list, create an action plan, and go for it. Attack these people, look for where they hang out, look for their emails, look for their phone numbers, call them up. If it's a job, it's a business opportunity, it's, I don't know what you're looking for. Even it's a girl that you're aiming or a boy that you're aiming at, just drop the fear, the shyness, and just present yourself as authentic as you can. And what's the worst that they can do is just say no. And will no break you? I doubt. So, if the worst that can happen in you getting the courage to um, approach this particular person, so why are you seated there, hungry, angry, desperate, depressed? And all you need is just to wake up, pick that call, or just drive or take that matatu and go and meet this person who will change your destiny. So this is it's just a wake-up call, guys. The suffering that you're going through, the depression that you're going through, a lot of the issues that you're going through, you are the main architect of those things. And also, you are the only qualified surgeon or doctor who can get yourself out of it. And it starts by you making that first step. So, is that girl? Is that boy? Is that opportunity? Is that boss? I don't know who it is or what you're going after, or that has bogged you down for the last 1 year. Just take the courage and go and say your heart. The worst they will do is say no, laugh at you, and walk away. But what if they said yes? Food for thought.